Hey, how's it going, my fine sirs? My name is SirEarlGrey, and welcome back to Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. Now, we have defeated two deities to get to this point in the game. I guess that's what those two masks represent. It was tough. We died several times. The rot on our right arm seems to be ever growing. That's what happens when you die in this game. If you die too many times, well, the game says, well, tough. You ain't good enough. Game over. Start at the beginning. It's a very daunting concept, but here we are. We're looking like we're finally arriving at the fortress of the Vikings, where we've been going all this time. We also discovered in the previous episode, okay, this guy just materializes in front of us and walks dramatically towards us like he is the man that he will slay us. Trust me, fool, I have defeated many of your kind before, and you shall not stop me! That's so freaking cool. But as I was saying before we were attacked by a dozen Viking men, is that we learned what happened to our husband. And I assume that the village was ravaged by Vikings and this is what's going to happen. But our husband is indeed dead. That head isn't just in our minds. And he was executed in a horrible way.
Darkness brings another change.
Oh! What the hell happened there? Whoa! This dude's huge! Oh, man. This is not gonna be easy, sirs. Am I supposed to move? Yep. Ah, shit. I was supposed to actually get up. Fuck. I can't tell what's cinematic in this game and what's fake. And, well, I mean, what's real combat? Come on, Senua. Don't let this dude fuck you up. He's just one big bison goat man, ready to get sliced up into a nice little goat steak. Slice and dice. Slice and dice. Slice, dodge, and dice, and... What was that? I got hit by nothing. Oh god, here comes a child. It's like dodging a bull. Yes. Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? There's more? Oh, wait, Avengers. That's what one of the voices just said. Maybe the voices are the people in the village. Oh, that would make sense. This really reminds me actually of Hohenheim from Full Metal Alchemist. Now, sirs, if you have not seen that anime and you, sirs, are an anime fan, then you have been living under a rock for a very long time. But more importantly, you are in for an absolute treat. That is awesome. But so cool. But the Hohenheim has voices in his head. He absorbed the souls of his people, of the whole village that was destroyed. And this is kind of similar. Oh, you can parry. Okay, that's gonna change the game if I'm skillful enough. Nope, that was not it. You know what, just fuck you. At some point, you can be skillful, but sometimes brute force is what's needed. Righto. Whew. That was quite an active start to the episode, if I do say so myself. Quite the excitement, and through the doors we go, but at least we didn't die. That's the important thing. But it looks like we have more puzzles to solve. It's funny, this place looks like it's in ruin more than anything. Like, I know back in the day, housekeeping was a low priority because, you know, you had to survive and hunt and reproduce, but yeah, it just seems all... The people that lived here died a long time ago.
Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Right, I shall do that. Not that way, though. Oh, I have to go down onto the boats. Right, I thought they were just skyboxes, but I guess not. I'm sure there are patterns here somewhere. Are you, sir, seeing what I'm seeing? It's like there's an invisible something here that leads up top, but what? How? This is some Indiana Jones shit, sirs. Like, the invisible bridge, do you have to look at it from a certain perspective to see it? It's, yeah, it's very bizarre. See, look at that. There's no way that's natural. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. That is pretty damn cool. Tricky to find, but cool. I appreciate perspective puzzles. I like them a lot when I can actually solve them, because if not, they can be damn frustrating. But at least now we get access to the upper level, and hopefully we find some more shit. Like, it's funny because when I was on the boat, I could hear the audio cue that the answer was there, but I just couldn't see it. And here is the visual cue that one of the rooms is near. Ah, there. I sees it. Here we go. And that's the lightning bolt. It's funny, that's how I use the X as well on that one. Oh, bro, there's actually corpses in here. Oh, you got the short straw. But it's funny, because like I said, it seems deserted, but then there's fresh corpses. But then the corpses could be just something in our minds that is not there in the first place. It's weird, sirs. I don't know what to believe and what to trust, which I think is the whole purpose of the game, because people who have this condition have no ideas either. You know, they rely on other people, but then other people could actually be phantasms of their own. Oh my god, it's a face on the wall. This is Mother. More things to say.
Oh, Senua. Your father does not hate me. He just fears the souls in the underworld. He cannot see that they are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases him.
Right. So like we discovered in the previous episode, our mother was some sort of, well, she had the curse or the touch or whatever you want to call it. So I'm guessing she had some sort of condition as well. Unless all of this is real and we're set in a magical kingdom and everything that's actually happening is actually happening, but I sincerely doubt that. But yeah, like I said, you can't even trust the people who are next to you, because they could be, you know, things like that. There could be things that are unreal. I can't imagine like having that feeling of you can never trust your mind for anything. And that's the last one. And the door is now open. Christ, that was only half the bloody bridge. Oh man. How did it go from like bountiful sunlight to torrential rain one instant to the next? Oh dude. But I tell you what though, this game really reminds me of Dante's Inferno as well. Like the hellish setting. Everything gone to oh god. Oh shit. I thought this was a good thing. I thought this was what you wanted. The gate to the underworld? To rescue...
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes.
Yep.
The source of the darkness. It's coming.
Oh
This
shit.
is your moment.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What in
What are you
God's
doing?
name is that? Don't
You're
look
showing
away.
weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for
Fuck
this.
the gods. Face your fears. This is why you come here.
Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it.
Of course you're scared.
Get
Have you
up.
seen the thing? This is your
Get
moment
up.
to stand.
Get up and fight.
God, fuck me. No! Oh, shit. That isn't good. We fell into the river, or the North's version of the river Styx.
She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us?
That's a worrying
Is this what
thought.
hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking?
Oh, it's
Did you
her
really
speaking.
think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. The warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering.
Oh God, what is she gonna do now?
Broken and lost. Just like your soul.
Come on. There.
Oh my God, that face. What?
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on?
Oh, the rot is growing as well.
Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's true.
That feels real. That feels self-inflicted.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in yourselves?
No, it's not. It's a trick. It's a trick. He's great.
Yeah, there we go. Like, rid yourself of the skull, because that's just messed up.
Come to me. Please.
Although, trusting apparitions isn't that much healthier either, but... I wonder what actually happened on the bridge.
It's him. There he is.
Like, because
It's a trick. It's in your mind.
there's no way that thing's real, so what actually... It's like... Where do I even start? I'm reading a book right now, well, I'm listening to it, called, it's by Stephen King. It's called The Dark Tower. Would recommend. Amazing book. But one of the characters is schizophrenic. And whenever one of her alter egos show herself and does something, she always convinces her mind that something else happened, and she self-rationalizes and makes it all make sense, but never confronts the reality that, you know, another personality is inhabiting her mind. And this is the scenario with her. It's like, what is she... So she thinks that the giant monster appeared and whatever. That was her delusion. That was her self-rationalization. But what actually happened? Like, did she just hallucinate and throw herself off the bridge, or was she actually? Did she actually fight something? Because how was the sword broken? Maybe the sword isn't even broken. Maybe that's all in her mind as well. One thing's for certain though, she fell off the bridge. But even that, actually, when I think about it, that could be a total delusion as well. Man, it's like this game. Oh fuck, I'm not feeling well, says. This game really makes you question. Like, that's, I guess, the beauty of it. It really, really makes you question what's around you. But I am in a graveyard, and I do not look well, do I? Yeah, the rot has grown, and I have a giant burn on my right temple. Oh man. And I'm chasing the ghost of my dead lover. Like I said though, at least I'm not...
She was not in a good place.
At least I'm not carrying his decapitated head anymore. Oh god.
Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbal made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. Was her world like this one? Barren and lonely.
Yeah, I'd imagine it being incredibly lonely, seeing life in a perspective that makes everybody fear you. Must be awful. But this world is beautiful. Like, it's horrific, but it's beautiful in a way. What is that guy? It looks like he's practicing with a weapon as well. It looks like we're going underneath the fortress. So maybe this is another way in. Maybe this is the back door to hell, so to speak. Like, I don't want to rush through these areas because they look so damn good, and it feels very cinematic because considering what she's just been through, I don't think she'd be up and running. Oh, there's the tree. Right. What do I do? How do I join him?
She remembers the first time she saw him.
I don't think this is the way, sirs. Ah, there we go. This way.
He moved as if dancing.
Ah, so he was practicing
And the world danced with him.
with a weapon.
The gloom lifted. And for the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Doesn't feel like a ray of hope because when this texture appears, it means the Vikings are going to pop out. But yeah, the tree. Always the trees in Norse mythology. Because it's Yggdrasil, the tree of life. You see a lot of them. Oh god, the tree looks like it's full of corpses. Don't tell me it's going to be like the one in 300, because that tree was freaking messed up. So Senua learned how to fight by mimicking Dillion, who I still would not surprise me if he was a Vire. Whoa.
Where is she going?
Wow.
You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so
It's beautiful.
effortlessly caught the world in bliss?
Oh, that's how she saw him.
If only she could do the same.
Oh,
See the
wow.
world through eyes anew. And dance with it. Just like he does.
This is pretty nice. God, we needed some change in imagery because everything's been so bleak. And I bet that's gonna change really fucking fast. Because this game isn't... The tone of this game isn't like this. Oh man, she looks so happy.
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learned all of that from watching me?
That's right. She's a genius.
You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillion. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That
Oh
moment
god.
when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you. Make
There
you
it
feel
goes.
safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
Jesus
But her
Christ.
world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. So
There we go.
there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
Won't stop me. I can still feel it.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here. No. And all your suffering would have been for nothing.
Nice. Banish the voices. They're not real. And they're holding you back.
Dillion? Is that you?
Oh, it's so freaky when she looks at you.
I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Like, can you imagine this game in VR? Like, because right now it feels like you're in some sort of aquarium. There's a glass between you and her. So even though it looks like she's real, there's some, I don't know, the medium holds the experience back. But that's why I love VR so much. That's why I bought the PlayStation VR, is because it just brings everything to life.
Nothing lives here.
And even though you can move your head around to break eye contact, you can make the game so that the eyes always lock onto yours, and then that will be that will be something else. Hello, my love, who's living in a tree? Oh, this doesn't look particularly like a holy site or anything.
Take it. A sword.
Ooh.
Take it. Dillion left it for you. Take it.
Oh, it's like King Arthur, or the story of Sigmund. Oh god. Here we go.
It's a tree. It's ending. It's coming from there and there. Oh, what are they?
Ooh.
Look. Where's it coming from? She started something.
God, what have I started?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods.
Nice, that sounds pretty dope.
Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole,
Yeah, I guess
but it
so.
was an illusion.
It feels like you're asking me.
Into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin.
Oh,
one
fucking
shard.
course. Life's always a bloody test, isn't
Roots
it?
of the tree of death will take you to new lands where you will face trials.
Right, okay. Let's try and reforge the legendary sword
Focus. Use your eyes. Look.
and do whatever these are.
Closer. What can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer.
Ooh.
But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn. And it would be the death of the king.
Ooh.
Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
Ah, this is a different one.
I don't
There we go.
recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she? It feels wrong.
Ooh.
Where are we now?
So that's going to be a hub world.
Burial
Oh.
ground.
Man, look at that.
So strange that we go to such
Oh,
lengths
it's
to bury
beautiful.
something so very ordinary.
Wow. It's like I said, a hub world. And we have to go out and finish these quests to then get the sword that we want. But I guess we have to reassemble and chase, we have to reassemble the main sword by chasing other swords?
And forces itself.
Does that sound right, sirs? I'm not quite sure. Hello, I've come here for the sword Tyrving. Or whatever. Ooh, this looks ancient. Not very inviting though, but... Alright, let's go in. Don't go in there. Yes, take the torch. Very good idea, because it's freaking dark as night. There we go. Oh, the walls are melting. Oh god.
Who's there?
Oh, nothing good. Nothing good at all. Oh, this is creepy.
I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Okay. Right. So can we light this? Please? Yes, we can. Man, like, this sort of effect. I wish it was a little bit darker, but this is...
Don't touch the walls.
Don't touch the walls? What's wrong with the walls?
She has to keep going.
Oh, it's a maze. Oh, God. The Wailing Tombs, really?
You're nearly there.
It's not really what I want to hear, to be honest.
He's going to save you.
Is he?
To the voice. Find him.
I don't know. Seems pretty creepy.
You're failing. Find a think.
Okay, voices, pipe the fuck down. We have to follow the fire, right? Yes, we do.
Yes, you do. You know.
Yes, I recognize the voice of my dead lover. Thank you very much. So freaking sassy. Okay. It feels like I'm going in circles, sirs. I'm not gonna lie.
She has no idea.
Yes, I do. Just shut the hell up, voices. I know what I'm doing. See? Because I found the new area. Stupid idiots. See? They actually intentionally misguided me in this scenario. Oh god, the world's getting shakier and shakier. No, that's not Dillian anymore. That's some really evil spirit that I've disturbed just because I want to go grave robbing on in my free time.
It's not Dillian.
Ooh. Oh god, which way do I go? Do I go into the blood mist? Or do I chicken out? Nope, I can't chicken out, so into the blood mist we go. Oh god. Can I open this?
To face my fears.
Yes. Escaped. We did. What am I faced with? The darkness. I've lost my pain again.
Father?
Oh.
I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
Jesus, that's how you saw your father?
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
Christ.
No.
You will not defy the gods.
Hey, the only person I'm defying is you, and for good freaking reason. So when we speak to ourselves, we're actually speaking in the voice of our father. Oh.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
That was kind of badass, but fuck me, it's depressing. Like, but I know that that's the harsh reality of what people thought about mental illness back then. And it's just her father who wants to control her, or he probably deep down in his mind, he probably thinks he's doing the right thing to keep her at home, to keep her away from everything. But it's just making her, what? Survive? Not live, that's for sure. Oh, fuck me. Well, this is where I'm going to leave this episode of Hellblade. We've done a lot, sirs, it feels like. we have faced many trials in this episode. Christ alive. I'm glad that they had that moment of like beautiful like flowers and happiness, and because I think it needed a change of tone, because I feel like I was getting a bit desensitized to what was happening, especially how when we had that clip of how we saw our husband getting his lungs ripped out and how he was killed with the entire village. That was pretty damn dark, and I'm glad that they had something to contrast that to. But yeah, this game is really cool. It's really I think they've done a really solid effort to portray mental illness. I'm so glad that a lot our understanding of it has changed in the past, and we just don't shut them in and tell them it's a curse that's going to kill everybody anymore, than rather something that, you know, is hopefully treatable and that we can deal with. But yeah, man, really fantastic game. Can't wait to play more. Sorry that this episode is late. I've just been, to be honest, playing other games. It's just taking up my time. But if you guys want to see more of Hellblade and you're enjoying this series so far, then please don't forget to bestow a like and subscribe to become a Sir today. So as always, stay cool, stay classy, and I will see you, Sirs, in the next episode. And I can't wait to draw that badass sword and go to that mountain over there and slay some gods.